सतयुग में तेरा प्यार हो, सतयुग में तेरा प्यार।
Om Shanti. Good morning, everyone. I hope I'm audible.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So, the date of today's Murli is 18th of January 2005, and the title is Become Free from Body Consciousness in a Second and Experience the Stage of Liberation in Life and Become a Master Bestower of Liberation and Liberation in Life. Today, Bap Dada is looking at the lucky and lovely children from everywhere. Each and every child is merged in love. This godly love is spiritual love. It is this love that has made you children belong to the Father. It is love that has easily made you victorious. Today, from Amrit Vela, every child garlanded the Father with a garland of love, because each of you children knows what God's love can make you into from what you were. The experience of love is such that it makes you a master of many godly treasures, and the Father has given all the children the golden key to all godly treasures. You know what the golden key is? Do you not? This golden key is my Baba. As soon as you say my Baba, you claim a right to all the treasures. You have full right to all attainments. You become powerful with all powers. You become Master Almighty Authority Souls. What song emerges in the heart of such complete souls? That there is nothing lacking in the treasure store of us Brahmins. So your Baba is talking about how it is our love for Father that has made us transform into what we are, give up our roles and scars, and work every day on becoming complete. And then he talks about the golden key, which is my Baba. And many of us have experienced that whenever from our heart, when we say my Baba, we automatically experience his love, the powers which Baba has given. And further, Baba says, today is called the day of remembrance. So since it's 18 Jan now, it's the Smriti Divas of Baba, Sakar Baba. Today, all the children are especially remembering Adi Dev, Father Brahma, a lot more. Father Brahma is pleased to see you Brahmin children. Why? Every Brahmin child is one out in a million fortunate children. You know your fortune, do you not? Bap Dada is pleased to see the star of fortune sparkling on the forehead of each child. On this day of remembrance, Bap Dada especially offered the crown of responsibility of world service to you children. So, this day of remembrance is the coronation day of you children. It is the day especially to will the children with will powers in the corporeal form. It is the day to put into a practical form the saying, son shows father. Seeing the children become instruments and doing altruistic world service, Bap Dada is pleased. Being Karan Karavanhar, Bap Dada is pleased to see every step of the Karanhar children because the main basis of success in services, Karavanhar father is making me, the Karanhar soul, do it. I, the soul, am the instrument because with the feeling of being an instrument, you automatically have the stage of humility. The consciousness of I that brings you into body consciousness automatically ends with the feeling of being an instrument. In this Brahman life, it is the body consciousness of I that creates the biggest obstacle. So Baba often says in his Murlis that Deha Abhiman or body consciousness is a primary obstacle in this Brahman life. And when that comes, we are not able to do complete justice to the service. And hence this constant feeling that I'm just an instrument and Baba is making me do this. That constant awareness helps us in doing and obtaining success in service. Because after all the chances of seva or doing service that Baba is giving us, so the feeling also should come automatically that it's Baba who's making use of me. We just have to surrender and be there to do service. When you experience that Karavanhar is making me do it, and I, Karanhar, the instrument, I'm doing it, you will easily become free from body consciousness and you will also experience the pleasure of the stage of liberation in life. You are to attain liberation in life in the future anyway. But now, at the confluence age, the alokik bliss of the confluence age is truly alokik. For instance, you saw Father Brahma whilst performing actions. He was beyond any bondage of action. In life, he was like a lotus, detached and loving. While having such a huge responsibility of a big family, of life, of making you into yogis, and of making you into angels and then deities, yet he was a carefree emperor. This is called the stage of liberation in life, Jivan Mukti. This is why, on the path of devotion, they saw a lotus as the seat of Brahma. They have shown him seated on a lotus. So, all of you children will have to experience liberation in life at the confluence age. It is only at this time that you receive the inheritance of liberation, that is mukti, and liberation in life from Bap Dada. It is at this time that you have to become master bestowers of liberation and liberation in life. So Baba here gives the most important example, which is of Father Brahma, that he had such a huge responsibility of yajna, but there was no bondage. And just like a lotus, where Baba often gives example in his Murlis, that he was detached and loving. So similarly, Baba tells us that we have to experience the alokik bliss, the happiness at every stage in this confluence age and attain mukti and jivan mukti. You have to become this and you have to become this. The method to become a bestower of liberation and liberation in life is to become free from the consciousness of the body in a second. This practice is now necessary. Let there be such controlling power over your mind, just like you're able to move your physical organs, such as your hands and feet, as and when you want. Does that take time? If you think that you have to raise your hand, would it take any time? You're able to do that, are you not? If Bap Dada were to ask you to raise your hands now, you will do that, will you not? Don't do it now, but you're able to do it. In the same way, there has to be so much control over your mind that you're able to concentrate it wherever you want. Although it is subtler than your hands and feet, it is still yours, is it not? You say, my mind. Do you not? You do not say your mind. So just as you keep the physical organs under your control, in the same way, your mind, intellect, and sanskars have to be under control. For only then you will be called a number one victorious soul. So your Baba is saying that when we become truly victorious, when we have the controlling power over our mind, and just few days back, we were having this youth session by Sister Shivani. And when she was asked, what is the one thing which 2022, and since we are closing on the year, so she said that, the power over my mind, that every thought I create is under my control. And so the host asked, well, that is very idyllic. And then she said, but isn't that the world which we all want to create? That is creating miracles, not waiting for one miracle, but miracles at every step. And that would actually happen when we have controlling power over our mind. So maybe we can take this up as a homework, not just for today, but for 2022. That is controlling our mind by staying connected to Baba. Scientists can only travel within this world with their rockets and other facilities, or at the most, they can reach the other planets. However, you Brahmin souls can reach the three worlds. Within a second, you can go to the subtle region, the incorporeal world, and at least Madhuban in the corporeal world. Can you not? If you order your mind to reach Madhuban in a second, are you able to do it? Reach there with your mind, not your body, but your mind. If you give this order to it, you have to go to the subtle region or the incorporeal world. Are you then able to make your mind reach wherever you want in a second? Do you have this practice? There is now a greater need for this practice. Bap Dada has seen that you do practice this, but there now has to be greater attention paid to becoming concentrated whenever and for as long as you want, to becoming unshakable and not coming into upheaval. There is the saying, those who conquer the mind conquer the world. Man jeete to jagat jeete. So that's the practice which Baba wants us to do. By paying greater attention and not becoming or coming into any upheaval, no matter what the situations outside are. But now, sometimes, even still, the mind deceives you. So today, on the day of power, Bap Dada is especially drawing your attention to this power. O self-sovereign children, now check this practice whilst walking and moving around, because according to the time, you will now see many games of things happening suddenly. The power of concentration is necessary for this. With the power of concentration, you are easily able to develop the power of determination. And determination automatically enables you to achieve success. So on the day of power, pay particular attention to practicing this power. This is why it is also said on the path of devotion, those who are defeated in their mind are defeated by the world, whereas those who gain victory in their mind gain victory over the world. So since you say that it is your mind, become the master of your mind and gain victory with the reins of the powers. Pay special attention to this homework in this new year. This is known as being yogi anyway, but also becoming a prayogi, a soul who experiments. So Baba is saying here that we need to check as to how much have you accumulated the power of concentration, and that can be achieved with the power of yoga. And the more you're into dharana the entire day, so the more the yoga, the more the connection with Baba, automatically our concentration increases. And with concentration, we develop the power of determination. Today, the loving heart-to-heart conversations, the complaints of love and the zeal and enthusiasm to become equal, all three types of conversation reached Bap Dada. Loveful remembrance and remembrance of love reached Bap Dada. The letters, heart-to-heart conversations and the messages reached Bap Dada. Bap Dada accepted the love of the children. In return, Baba also gave love and remembrance from his heart. Baba also gave blessings from his heart. There cannot be mention of the name of each one. There are many of you. However, the love and remembrance of the children from every corner, every village, every city, of all those who are in bondage, and of all those who are calling out, reached Bap Dada. Bap Dada just says, in return for love, now turn yourself, transform yourself. Now reveal your perfect form on the stage. So since it's the Smriti Divas, Baba is saying that all the love, all the heart-to-heart conversations which we have on that day, it has all reached Bap Dada. And now Baba is saying that in return of the love, he wants us to make a firm resolve. And so whatever we have decided, maybe some vice which we want to give up, or some degree of maybe less of anger or anything, we can use that opportunity to transform ourselves by giving it to Baba. And that's what he wants in return of love. Sorrow and peacelessness will end with your becoming complete. Now, do not allow your brothers and sisters to see more sorrow. Enable them to have liberation from this sorrow and peacelessness. They are very much afraid. They are wandering in the darkness of what can we do? What will happen? Now show souls the path to light. Do you have this enthusiasm? Do you have this mercy? Now look at the unlimited. Cast your vision onto the unlimited. Acha, you will remember your homework, will you not? Do not forget it. Papa will give a prize to those who are able to concentrate their mind completely where they want and for as long as they want, with controlling power over the mind for 1 whole month. Baba will give a prize to those who achieve this result. Is it okay? Who will claim the prize? The Pandavas. The Pandavas first. Congratulations to the Pandavas. And what about the Shaktis? A1. The Pandavas are number 1 and the Shaktis are A1. If Shaktis don't become A1, then the Pandavas will. Now make your speed a little faster. Let it not be a comfortable speed. The sorrow and peacelessness of souls will only end through a fast speed. Put the canopy of mercy over souls. Acha, what do we have to do now? So here Baba is again talking about the sorrow and peacelessness which is everywhere around us, and on daily basis we come across souls who are afraid maybe of staying alone, are dealing with loss, and at such times it is very important for us not just to show mercy but show them the path, to show them this path. And even if we are not able to get them in doing the course, but even just being in contact with them, sending good vibrations, and in whatever way we can lessen what the pain by getting power from Baba, we can definitely do that. And that's the reason why we are here. And hence Baba is reminding us that putting the canopy of mercy over all souls. After all, we are all servers. So further, now Baba is talking to Tamil Nadu, Eastern Zone and Nepal. Those whose turn it is, stand up. It is a very big group. There are 5,000 people who have taken the golden chance of service. You have to be very clever. You will serve for 15 days and accumulate in your account of charity for 21 births. You have become clever. It is good. The land of revelation of Father Brahma is the land of Calcutta. Is it not? So those from Calcutta, raise your hands. Should Baba tell you what the special responsibility of those from Calcutta is? Acha. Calcutta is the land where Father Brahma was revealed. So what would be the land to reveal Bap Dada? Will it be Calcutta? What will you do? You have had your big program. What will you do now? Perform some wonders. Wherever the beginning was, completion will happen there. Everyone should salute the land of Calcutta. Vah, Calcutta, vah. Make a program of such wonders. Do something new. You have now had a many mega programs. Now, make a new program. It is good. Bap Dada is pleased to see the children's method of accumulating in their account of charity. This is also a golden chance. It is good. Nepal and Tamil Nadu. When you first went to Calcutta, there was already a connection with Nepal. This is why those from Nepal will also have to show wonders. Those from Nepal, stand up. Those from Nepal have to bring more benefit to those who have a right to the kingdom, not the government, but those who are a part of the royal families. Have any members of the old kingdom of Nepal come here? Have they come up to Madhuban? Now, bring them closer still. There is a good connection, but now bring them into a relationship. It is good. Nepal is doing good service. Acha, congratulations to those from Nepal. You will increase service. You will bring the royal family to Madhuban. Acha, those from Tamil Nadu, stand up. Many are sitting back. Wave your hands. What will Tamil Nadu do? You have brought about good growth in service. You do remember child Rosie, do you not? A good foundation has been laid. All of you now have become instruments and are making it stronger. You are making it grow, are you not? What can you not do? Whatever pure thought you have, you can fulfill that. It is your courage and the Father's help. You are those with courage. You have good courage and you also have the Father's help. And if you have more courage, you will receive more help. You are now looking after everything very well after child Rosie. And in the future too, you will work together and give a return to child Rosie. You have laid a good foundation. Are all of you happy? Those who are always happy, raise your hands. Not just happy, but always happy. Acha, remain happy and distribute happiness. Together with Tamil Nadu, there are also from Assam, Orissa, Bihar, and Bangladesh. Those from Orissa are doing good service. Those from Bihar are also doing it. So this zone has to claim number 1. How many hands you have? You have the hands of 6 or 7 places. And so, how many hands do you have? Bap Dada is pleased to see the right hands. To the extent that the zone is big, also demonstrate it by doing such big service. If you spread the sound in 6 or 7 places, the sound will automatically spread by itself. Let there be the sound from Bengal, Orissa, Nepal, and Assam. Let there be the sound from every corner, and then the sound will be so loud. Perform some wonders now. It is the biggest zone and it has so many states included in it. Maharashtra and Gujarat also have many states. All 3 places are big. Now, show some wonders. Further, Baba is then talking to the education wing. 200 have come. Have those from education wing made any new plans? Have you done anything new? It is good. Education is special. If you show one class in which all the members of the class have fully transformed themselves from any state, then the government will be very pleased. Just as when villagers adopt a village, in the same way, you can take a whole class in any university, college, or school and show the transformation of the whole class, the majority of the class. Even if a few are left, that is a different matter, but show the transformation of any one class in a practical way, and the sound will reach the government. You have done very well. Congratulations. Baba was told their plan. And we also know that in last many years, actually, the education wing has undertaken a lot of activities. And even in times of coronavirus, we saw that they continue to organize many sessions for the children, whether it's a quiz competition or art or even Rajyoga for kids, and even organizing talks on various subjects. The education wing has definitely done a wonderful job and it still continues to do. Very good. Congratulations in advance. It is good. Speaking to the Vice Chancellor from South Gujarat, this one has become an instrument. You will receive so many blessings from so many souls. You will receive a share from the students, those who are transformed. And so you have to become a shareholder. You have become God's shareholder, not those shares that go up and down. You have become a good instrument. Now, show some wonders. Show the transformation of the majority of the whole class. It is good. Discuss this amongst yourself and continue to move forward. Whatever facilities you need, have a meeting amongst yourselves and do that. It will happen. You have to do it. There has to be growth. Acha. Further, Baba is now speaking to the double foreigners. Bapdada says that double foreigner means those who go forward by doubling their efforts. You have the title of double foreigners. That is your sign, is it not? In the same way, double foreigners are the ones who are moving forward at double speed in claiming number one. It is good. Bapdada is pleased to see double foreigners in every group because the people of Bharat are also pleased to see all of you. Bap Dada is also pleased to see the title of world benefactors. Now, what plans are the double foreigners making? Bap Dada is pleased that those from Africa are making intense efforts. So, all of you should also have the zeal and enthusiasm to give the message to all your brothers and sisters who still remain to receive it. There should be no complaints from anyone. There is growth and it will continue to take place, but the complaint now has to end. Bap Dada always relates the speciality of the double foreigners, that is the method of pleasing the innocent father, is that the Lord is pleased with an honest heart. Sache dil par sahib razi. And this is the speciality of double foreigners. You know how to please the Father very cleverly. Why does the Father love an honest heart? Because the Father is also called the truth. It is said God is truth. So Bap Dada loves those with a clean and honest heart a great deal. It is like that, is it not? You have a clean heart and honest heart. Truth is the greatness of Brahmin life. This is why Bap Dada always remembers the double foreigners. You have to become instruments to give the message to souls in different countries. Look, children from so many countries come here. So all those countries have benefited, have they not? Here, those who are our instruments have come, but Bap Dada is congratulating and greeting all double foreign children everywhere, and all the children who are the instruments continue to fly and make others fly. So Bap Dada is congratulating not just the instruments who have come, but everywhere, all the double foreign children. And this just takes me to one sharing from our Murli class. And one of the senior sisters was saying that how they have an honest heart, and whatever is their shortcoming or everything, they just tell, and there is no put on or anything for that matter. So also another point, she was saying that the centers outside, they are very far, almost like even 2 hours or even more than that, but yet they drive so early in the morning that they're in the centers from 4 a.m. They do the Amrit Vela and listen to the Murli class and Russian. So however, life is definitely tough for them. Even if it's going to the Madhuban, for us, it is still very close for those who stay in India. But for them, they have to start planning and even saving in advance from 1 year itself, from their savings, since it's expensive even staying there. So maybe that's the reason Baba is greeting all the double foreign children from everywhere. Continue to fly and make others fly. With the flying stage, everyone will definitely benefit. Are all of you being refreshed? Are you refreshed? Will it always remain immortal? Or will you leave half of it in Madhuban? Will it remain with you? Will it always remain with you? You have the blessing of immortality, do you not? So whatever transformation you have brought about, that will always continue to grow. It will continue to grow and it will remain immortal. Acha, Bap Dada is happy, you're also happy, and now give happiness to others. Acha. So, considering the time, we'll stop here. And then further, Baba is talking about the 10th anniversary of Gyan Sarovar and how different groups have benefited. And then Baba is talking to the Dadis and the service which they're carrying out despite the problems in the health. To the loving souls from everywhere who are merged in love, to the elevated souls who always become merciful and liberate souls from their sorrow and peacelessness, to the Mahavir souls who always control their mind, intellect, and sanskars with the controlling power, to the souls who are equal to the Father and who always experience the stage of liberation in life at the confluence age, Bap Dada's multi-million-fold love, remembrance, and namaste. So let's take a few moments of pause and then we shall start sharing the points of today's Murli. You all can now unmute yourselves and share your takeaways from today's Murli.
Om Shanti, sister. Very nice, Murli, and especially on the eve of New Year's as we are closing, very apt. So thank you, Baba. So what I really liked, of course, the entire Murli is beautiful, but my main takeaway is use the golden key of my Baba and then just control your mind. And if you can control your mind, you can conquer the world and yet be on that lotus, detached, doing your normal action, free from the bondage of action, and completely connected to Baba all the time. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Very beautiful Murli. The point which I said, my takeaway point from this Murli is that Baba said, speed up your time and try practicing to concentrate on one thing for a longer period of time. This is my takeaway point. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. The point which I also liked from today's Murli was again controlling your mind, and that's something which we need to practice more. And yeah, I felt that's something which even if we maybe want to bring about a change or any transformation, it all begins by controlling your thought. And maybe that's a practice I can take it up for an entire year and not just a year. Yes, anyone else?
Yeah, that's
Yes,
a
Rakhi.
practice not for an year, but for always. And I think that once we take this as a game, it will become more easier instead of putting pressure as to, oh, I have to control my mind or control my mind, It's as simple as whichever game we are passionate about, just connect our mind to that game and then take control of it. And I will acknowledge here, more than winning my mind, I fall lot many times. But the awareness of Gyan, the awareness of knowledge allows me to get it back there. And initially it would have been, I might have fallen 9 times or 10 times out of 10 times. It may now be 6 out of 10 times. But I think that's the way I will have to compare myself rather than comparing with others, because Baba always tells this that check and change. So taking charge of my own mind is my responsibility. And I'm taking up this as a game from now on. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. I really like the way you said that we should take it up as a game and not pressurize ourselves. Yes,
Yeah,
Bhavna,
I think
sister.
taking as a game comes so natural as being childlike, and not childish, is what I got connected. And it's then easy to work on, because if we become conscious and if we become significant of doing things, it'll be more pressure than pleasure.
Right. True. Yes, Bhavna, sister, you're unmuted yourself.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Today, Baba had said that increase your power of concentration, and that will make you determined and successful, and have an honest heart, because Baba loves the children with the honest heart. Be happy and give happiness to others, and have mercy for others. Om Shanti.
Shanti. Yes, anyone else would like to share any point?
Shanti. Every day Baba gives so much love to the children. Now Baba says it's turn to return that love. So the way to return the love is to transform yourself. And so when you transform yourself on this stage, you reveal the Father, and sorrows and peacelessness will end when you become complete. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. One more thing which amazed me in this Murli was that Baba said, scientists can travel only within this world, but we Brahmins can reach 3 worlds. Shanti.
Yes, Inder Bhai, Shivani Behan, Lata sister. Any takeaways or any experience you would want to share?
What I have learned so far, being a short time in in these sessions, is basically be aware all the time now. That's given me more controlling of my mind as being aware. So that way, whenever some negative thought or wasteful thought comes in, most of the time I have a now tendency to turn them off and saying, this is not what I'm thinking. I shouldn't be doing that. So change my mind to Baba again. Now, the reason is because I'm not working. So that makes a little bit life easier for me, because I don't have to deal with, day-to-day situations anymore to that level, the people who are working every day. So, that's the big thing, for me. And, being aware, and that helps all the time. Even when I'm doing any meditation or anything, and sometimes, the mind goes somewhere, I'm learning now how to get back to, what I want to go back to. So I think that's helped me somewhat, but still a long way to go. Still a long way to go. Om Shanti.
Shanti. very important to have the awareness, as the Vice correctly said. So even if we have a waste thought or any other, your mind is waving, just bringing it back again into the awareness.
Another point that Baba mentions today, Murli, is how to experience or how to be in this stage of humility. And Baba says the access to it is consider yourself as an instrument and drop that eye of body consciousness and be in service, having faith in I am the Karanhar and Baba is the Karavanhar. So the key to be in the stage of humility is the practice of every moment that I am an instrument of all my actions, deeds, and words. And along with that, being aware that I'm playing this game of controlling my mind. So both the things together put across what I got for myself here is the access to this is soul consciousness. Every time practicing, I am the soul, and anybody else that I'm connecting with is also a soul, not just in words, but in my experience, in my feelings, in my thoughts. Shanti.
Om Shanti, sister. Just to add what sister said, Baba says how Brahma Baba, while doing any action, he was beyond any bondage in the action that he was performing. So he was like a detached, and as well as he was loving, even though he had the huge responsibilities of the yajna, but he was very carefree emperor. So Baba says it is at this time of the confluence age that we have to practice and experience the liberation in life. Om Shanti.
Yes.
The other thing I was going to add with this is, for me, since Sister Tina is a big resource for me, if in case something does not make sense to me, or if there's something kind of bothering me in the sense that I don't know what to do, I have a very good opportunity that I can always reach out to, Sister Tina, and she's there, to answer some of those questions or help me guide through. So that helps, rather than keeping wondering about it, because then that thought never gets out of the mind. So to keep that thought or some things to be quiet or do something else about it, that's a bigger resource for me. I have no idea how that works, for you guys over there, but this is a big resource for me here that I can do that. So
Very well said, Inder Bhai. I resonate to what you say. Like this initial part of me getting into Gyan, especially in my experience, there were so many things that I could never understand in the Murli. The only point of contact was the sister at the center, or the sister who was giving me panna for other sevas. So, yeah, and Baba's also mentioned that things that you don't understand, you can converse with Baba or take support of the Samarpit sisters or people who are in Gyan, who are an instrument to get you in Gyan, connect with them and get your questions resolved. And I think that is something which worked even for me, as you mentioned, So,
yeah.
And you could connect to her because she's the one who actually gave you the Rajyoga knowledge. So yeah, that had been my path as well. Thanks for bringing that up, Indrabhai.
Okay, thank you, Om Shanti.
Thank you.
I would also like to add what Inder Bhai and Sister Rakhi said. I think I went through the same journey a year ago, and I would just not hesitate to just call and ask. And I think I've always got some clarity. And I also wanted to add, wherever I did not get clarity, there were also situations like this. I would just meditate and get the answer from Baba himself. It has happened numerous times that I would get the answer, but within deep in my heart, something is still not there yet, or it's not 100% clarified, or I feel the interpretation is not the way I think it could have been. So it's not that they're saying wrong things, but they're saying the right things, but perhaps I'm just looking for that fine tuning. I just get the answer from Baba. That's the easiest way to resolve the situation. Thank you, Om Shanti.
Thank you. Just to add what Hadri sister just shared, I too had similar experience, and I remember even after coming to Gyan, I had some issue. I mean, I used to get certain type of like frightening dreams. So there was certain type of uh, yeah, I mean problems when I was sleeping, and I told this to one of the senior sister, and she suggested me something, and not just this, but I think all of us have experienced it after coming to Gyan. The cooperation and sayog which we get from other souls is extremely crucial. And as also sister said, that there are some questions where we don't get answers, and that's when, by meditating and connecting to Baba, he automatically gives. So wonderful sharing points by all of you. So before we move on to the meditation, there is a short announcement. Yes, Ami-ben.
Yes, I'll share the flyer on the screen. This Sunday, that is 2nd of January, we are beginning with the new year. So this new year, we have brought something new type of beverage for all of you. So that beverage is, let's start this new year with the best tea. The best tea is spirituality. And this session will be taken by Dr. Mohit Gupte, who is a professor of cardiologist. So let's join this session on 2nd January 2022 and spread this message as much as we can. Om Shanti.
So we'll just do a short meditation, and we'll just have the awareness that we'll control of our mind and bringing about transformation and return of the love, which Baba is saying. So let's be in this awareness and make a firm resolve to Baba. Sit quietly and relaxed. Just be in the awareness. I, the instrument soul, God's child, I have complete control over my mind. I'm receiving all the powers from the Father, and also showing mercy to all the souls suffering. Dear Baba, I make a firm resolve that your beloved child is now taking a fast route towards transformation and with every little transformation, I'm just coming closer and closer to you. Thank you, Baba. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Shanti. See you all tomorrow at 5:30.
Om Shanti. Thank you, Apurva. Thank you, all of you. See you tomorrow at 5:30 a.m. Om Shanti.